Moikka moi! It's Riikka Kovasin here with an ATC video this time. I'm starting these cards by choosing a couple of chipboard ATC pieces from A.B.Studio because these are sturdy enough for me to use as a background. They are kind of light colored anyway, but I'm still wanting a kind of a stark contrast to the background, doing it just purely white and black, so I'm first painting them using a white acrylic. As the surface is so absorbing, the paint layer dries really quickly, so I can just continue layering elements on top. This time I'm adding the stark contrast with die cut elements, and I cut out these from black cardstock, so there's going to be this black and white thing going on in the background. I'm using this matte medium as my adhesive and adding some underneath the die cut and then some on top, securing them in place. I'm using two of these kind of cloud or wave or scale type of shape to the cards, but also mixing in more geometrical forms. You can see the dies I used in these in the description box. When I then have the collaging done, I dry the cards, trim off the excess, and then add some stamping. I was first planning just to use the die cuts and the white surface as it is, but it then felt that it lacked a little bit of something, so I'm adding some stamping there, kind of masking the harsh white that way. I then pull some crayons, these are all pastels, and I'm coloring this piece of paper that has embossed pattern on top. This may not look much, but I'm then using these bird dies to die cut birds out of that, well, mess of color. I'm also prepping another element to be used as a kind of layering element in the cards and adding embossing powder to these swirls. I was first adding a red powder to them and thinking that was the thing to do, but because I was silly enough to use craft colored cardstock for them and this was translucent powder, I'm getting this really dark tone of red and I'm not feeling it at all. So I'm adding a layer of golden powder on top, which works much better. It's then time to build the cards. So I'm adding the golden swirl as the background layer using just regular adhesive craft glue there, and then I'm adding the bird on top using foam tape, a little bit of dimension like that. You can also see that I inked around the edges of the cards and the birds to bring them forth a little bit. When I then have the birds mounted onto the cards, they look a little bit disappearing to the background. Even though I thought that the vibrant color versus the black and white would do the thing, it wasn't enough. In real life, they look better, but still I needed a little bit of something. So I picked up this opposite color, an orange ink, and using it as a watercolor to add a little bit of that behind the mainly blue birds. As a finishing touch, I then add some blue splashes to each card and also a little kind of story with the text stickers. It's kind of a migratory birds kind of thing running through each of the 3 cards. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find this video inspirational, and I'll be seeing you within a week with another processed video. Thank you so much. See you. Bye.